on trans issues in this chamber. It was my privilege to have been a member of the Women and Equalities Committee for this inquiry, although I've subsequently stood down due to having a front bench role. Many of us have been strong supporters of LGBT rights for many years, but for my part, until the committee inquiry, I knew relatively little of the extent of the issues facing transgender people. We heard moving accounts from people speaking of their own experiences, their own transition, and their subsequent experiences. And we also heard from parents who have supported their children through the process of transition. It was also really helpful to hear from service providers, academic and health specialists, and from those providing representative and advocacy work within and for the trans community. And I would like to thank all of them for providing extensive evidence and for responding to our questions. What I also know is that there is a cultural shift going on in this country towards issues of gender. There is a greater acceptance among young people of gender differences. Our report identified the need for changes in the law, significant cultural, policy and process shifts in the fields of health, criminal justice, education and other sectors. But our report also revealed that the high levels of harassment that are experienced by individuals on a daily basis. And this harassment, Mr. Deputy Speaker, can undermine careers, family life, incomes, living standards, access to services, quality of life, and physical and mental health. It's no secret, Mr. Deputy Speaker, that a disproportionately high number of trans people have reported attempting suicide. This is an extremely sobering and distressing fact, because the sooner we advance trans equality through legislative, policy and cultural change in our public institutions, there will be fewer trans people in a position where they want to take their life because they're not getting the right care and support they need and the respect they deserve.
My honourable friend share with me the concern that I had when I read the fact that the number of hate crimes against trans people have trebled in the last 5 years. And does she, like me, hope that more is going to be done in terms of education to ensure that that intolerance is stamped out?
The Right Honourable Lady is absolutely right that there is an awful long way to go in terms of recognition of the rights of trans people, and education is a really important place. And we've mentioned on this issue and in other issues in the committee the need for adequate, high quality, universal sex and relationship education that is age appropriate in our schools, all of our schools. If I may continue, Mr. Deputy Speaker, in the past few years we have seen some progress in trans equality. We're seeing trans and non-binary characters actually being acted by trans and non-binary people in film and television.
I thank the Honourable Lady for giving way, and she is making a powerful and heartfelt speech. Would she agree with me that one of the challenges, as was in the LGBT community, is seeing representations of people from all parts of our communities, particularly the transgender community, in the media, and proper coverage by our media? I note that the lobby, sadly, is quite empty today, but that we need better education of the media so that they can properly represent the transgender community.
The Honourable Lady is absolutely right, and we have to congratulate those media organisations that are doing it. And if I may continue, from Laverne Cox playing Sophia in Orange is the New Black to Riley Carter Millington acting Kylie in EastEnders, and being the first trans actor to play a trans character in British soap history, shows that things are moving in the right direction. Trans people are becoming more visible, and that is something to be celebrated. But if we go back to looking at America,